Hi, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is Real Dads. We've been talking about different types of things that you can do, that you can show you're a gentleman. Again, I remind you, a gentleman is someone who always makes those around him feel as comfortable as possible. And again, I remind you, the reason why you show you're a gentleman is, number one, you show your wife that you respect her and love her by the things that you do. Secondly, you show your male children how important it is to honor those around them, and you want them to emulate good behavior. And thirdly, of course, when it comes to your daughters, you want those daughters to have a standard and have a higher standard. They're just not going to accept any old yahoo, but they will accept someone who is similar to you, who shows respect for those around him. Well, one of the ways that you can always show respect is, of course, always walk home your spouse, wherever it is, for safety. A true gentleman will always walk someone to their car or home to this day because he's concerned about their safety. It is very imperative, especially when you are demonstrating this to your young men. You're saying to them, make sure that you walk your date home. He says, why should I do that? Walk her to the door, because this shows that, number one, you want her to safely get in. Number two, it's showing that you're being protective over her. You see, when you are showing that, most times when there is a male around, if there happens to be danger lurking by, they're going to leave that person alone. And that's why you make sure that they get into the house at night. That's why you don't just say, okay, honey, I'm going to park the car and you go in. No, you park the car, you go in with her. It's just a safety factor, but it's very important. And a gentleman is concerned about the protection and safety of those around him. Also, as well, I want to share with you how important it is to listen. You see, a gentleman is a good listener as well as a good talker. Most of us, we like to hear ourselves. But you know what? There are many reasons why we should listen. One of the reasons why we should listen and keep eye contact. That's very important. Keep eye contact. Because no one likes to have someone looking around while they're talking. But keep eye contact. Because what you're saying to them when you keep eye contact on them is simply this. You are saying to them, you're important enough that I'm going to keep eye contact. You know, be polite. You always listen, because what that shows is you're deeply concerned about them. You want to get into them. You want to know what they're thinking. You want to know what they're like. And you know, when people see that, they want to share their heart with you. And then, of course, earlier on we talked about keeping secrets. When they share something with you, that you keep it to yourself. But you know what? When you listen, it really shows that you care. Let me tell you, 80% of conversation is listening. People love when people listen to them. They say, you know, he's a good listener. And the reason he's a good listener is because of the simple fact is that he cares and he's concerned about me. So I've talked about two things. Number one, make sure that you walk your spouse into the house or your date. And secondly, be a good listener. Keep eye contact. And if you didn't hear what they say or understand, would you mind just saying that to me again? And they say it to you again. And all that's saying is that what you said is important to me. And I want to hear what you're saying so that I can fully understand. These are two wonderful ways in which you can show that you're a gentleman. My name is Robert Dean Steele. You have yourself a great and godly day.